Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
How are you? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I hear you fine. How are you today?
I'm really great. What about you, man?
I'm doing great, considering the way the world is right now.
You have to stay at home, right, to keep safe.
Right. So, what do you do? Do you work at your home or something? Are you able to work at
Yes,
home?
yes, I'm able to work at home, and I also have been spending time on my English. So I think my English has been increasing. I have been learning new vocabulary and being able to communicate better. So that's cool. I feel happy.
You sound, your English is.
Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
What do you
I'd like,
do? Yeah.
go ahead. I'm an electrical engineer, and I also study Spanish, English, and I would love to learn a fourth language when I become really fluent in both of them, English and Spanish.
That's amazing.
I have huge goals.
That's
I have
amazing.
huge goals.
Do you want to
That's
move?
good.
Do you want to leave your country and go to another country to live, or what?
No, I don't. I don't want to leave my country. I just would love to travel around the world, and English allows us to do that. So
Oh my
I
goodness.
think that's one of the reasons I love so much English, because it's an instrument that we can use to be connected with people, and that's cool.
Your English is so beautiful. You don't know. I have so many friends in the United States, and their English is not nearly as good as yours.
Oh, thank you.
Your English is so
My,
good. Have you
my
been
my
here?
heart will sing. No, I haven't. I haven't been abroad yet,
Oh my
but I would love to go there, especially the United States. You are from the United States, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from Florida.
Florida, yeah, I'd love to go to Florida.
You need to
A lot of
visit.
people say there are lots of Brazilians there. Is that true?
Too many. So if you visit, you don't speak Portuguese. You know what? But my city is not as much. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, and so there are not as many. If you go to Miami or Orlando, you're going to speak everybody's from Brazil.
Yeah, I have a strategy to not speak Portuguese when I go to the United States.
Good.
I will say I'm not from Brazil.
That's right. You know what? You promised me, because it makes me so mad that they come and then they speak Portuguese and then they get back. I'll meet people on here and they're so sad that they did that when they came. Just don't visit Florida.
Yeah, I think it's all about being confident, because right now, thank God I can feel confident to speak with you guys, native speakers, but lots of people, they feel afraid of making mistakes in front of people, I don't feel like that. I just want to have a great conversation, a great communication. And I think we have to face our fears, right? To be able, in order to become fluent, in order to achieve our goals. So
Yeah.
that's what I think.
So
And
where
what
do
about
you?
you? Do you speak another language? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, another language. Not really. It's funny because I speak a little teeny bit of Arabic, and so I went to like Morocco, and I spoke. I was always speaking Arabic when I was in Morocco, and because I love, I don't care if my Arabic is terrible. I loved speaking it.
Yeah, I think that's the way we have to feel, right? Because yes, as I told you, we have to try to speak, because it'll be hard, but in order to be able to get confident, we have to try it, right? To give it a try.
You just smile so they know you're trying and that you're having fun. You don't, maybe if you act like, like you are fluent. I mean, I only know a few words, and so, but when I meet them, it's obvious that I only know a few words, but they love it. It's fun. So
Yeah. And I could tell, one thing that I could tell once I went to an English event here in Brazil, and it was my first time speaking in front of a native speaker, in person,
okay.
other than here on Cambly. And I could tell people are more concerned about understanding what you are saying, rather than try to correct you.
Right. No, that's right. That's right. So where do you live? What city or state are you from?
Okay, I live in the state of São Paulo in a city named Guarujá. It's on the coast of the state of São Paulo. So the weather here is great. It's so sunny today, and there are a lot of beaches here, and that's really great. So
nice.
if you like to do things outdoors, this is the place. Guarujá is the place.
That's nice. And is it safe? Some of the cities are not, areas are not safe. Is that a safe city?
Yeah, it is. It's a safe place. There are so many tourists here, and even during this quarantine period, a lot of tourists are going to come. They are coming here,
Wow.
And even though the government is saying to them, to stay at home, they want to to come here and go to the beach. So unfortunately, yeah, it's a tourist place.
And it seems from the United States that the outdoor activities are not that dangerous, because we've had all these protests, and the people are not getting sick at the protests, and they think it's because it's outdoors, and many of them were covered. But indoors is a disaster. You could not go to a restaurant or anything.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to ask you that. For example, there are a lot of protests going on, right? Currently in the United States. So isn't the coronavirus increasing right now?
It's increasing, but it's not appearing to come from the areas of protests. So like my city, if you go on Twitter and you search my city, we had an outbreak, like girls went to a bar and like 15 friends got it and 7 people in the restaurant. So it hit the news because it was just, it's seeming like indoors is really a disaster. Outdoors does not seem to be that risky, is what they're thinking. And so if people are visiting your city, but if as long as they're not eating in restaurants, if they're getting food to take out and eating in their hotel rooms, but like where I live in a high-rise building. I don't ride the elevator. I use the stairwell and I wear a mask.
It's better, right?
You don't know who was in the elevator before you, coughing or sneezing.
Yeah, and they don't clean up the elevator a lot, right? So every
in the
hour.
air, if somebody was in there before you,